Kia ora, I am Cassie, a.k.a. Nova, and I am an author, editor and mentor from Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'm coming today to kind of wrap up Camp NaNoWriMo and April in general. Did I achieve my goal? Yes, in a roundabout way. The book's looking really good. I'm super happy with it. Editing's underway, everything's coming together beautifully for it. I was really nervous about writing Regency because it's not my area of expertise, as you might say, but I've spent a lot of time in the last, I don't even know how many months, planning and researching and figuring things out, which is great. I have no doubt stuffed things up, but it's fantasy, so I'm hoping that that gives me some leeway. Monsters and all that jazz kind of add to it. I really loved writing this book, way more than I thought I would, and I think that's because I took the main goal of the shared world, which was basically Bridgerton with monsters, and we had our female main characters or male main characters going to the monsters ball because they failed at their season, and they are kind of, going to make a match with a monster rather than a human, and which was super fun to begin with, but then I got to add in lots of the things that I really like writing about, like difficult family situations, friends. What did I put in there? There's a maze. I love mazes. They're always really fun to write, so a bit of lightness and some darkness and some other things I don't want to mention because they'll be spoilers, but just some really good times. So I'll kind of miss these characters when the book's out, which is not too far away now, just over 3 weeks now, which is not that long, and I really need to get my ass together to sort out some promotion stuff because I have been slacking on that a bit. That said, this book has the most pre-orders that I've ever had for any book ever, which is phenomenal. It's up to, I think it was 130 pre-orders last time I looked, which I'm really pleased about. So that's exciting, although now I've got that kind of pressure on my shoulders, like, I don't want to disappoint anyone, and hopefully they'll love it as much as I loved it. And I will be, once the book releases, I'll be nervously waiting for those first reviews to come in. It's always the worst time. I hate it. I'm actually away that weekend hanging with some other writer friends at a batch near the beach, so I'm hoping that will help with the jitters of release. I've got a friend whose book is releasing around the same time as well, and she'll be there too, so that'll be really nice. If April taught me anything, it's that life is unpredictable, and my life more so than others perhaps, between a loved one struggling with wanting to end their life and my own health being just awful. I've been so exhausted and so sore and so tired of being exhausted and sore, and look at the bags under my eyes, can you see them? I'm shattered, and between trying to work really hard to get this book done and do everything else that I needed to do and look after my family and make sure everyone is fed and all that kind of stuff, there's just been not a lot of space to breathe. I'm thinking that once this book is out, I'm going to cancel the one pre-order that I have up. At the moment I'm pretty sure I can't make the deadline, and that's okay because there's only 8 pre-orders on that one. No one really cares about that book, so that's okay. While that's a bit sad, it means I don't feel terrible about cancelling it, and I'm hopeful that I can get Amazon to reinstate my pre-orders before I need to set up my next one, which is for early next year. I think we haven't set the dates in stone. It's for another shared world. That book will be well written ages ahead of time. It's probably the next one that I'm going to start working on. But after Meow is out, I'm going to take some downtime and catch up on my other responsibilities, which have kind of been piling up. It always feels like there's too much on. I always take on too much, and I always feel like I'm going to have enough time, and then life just throws another wrench in the cogs, and I end up exhausted. So I need to figure out how to change that, and I don't want to be the person who's always drowning all the time. I don't want to be the person who's just like, anytime I get a moment to breathe, I'm lying on the couch listening to an audiobook, playing mindless games on my phone just so I can block out a sliver of time. You know, like it's not fun. I need more joy, I need more fun, and I need more real rest. Yeah, so I need to work on that. That is the plan. Well, it's not a plan, but maybe it will be soon. I feel good about making that choice and just trying to clear my decks a bit and not take on so much. Yeah, I need to opt out of the push there is for authors to, you know, be producing all the time. And I want to write all the time. I want to write every day. I always want to write. There's so many things I want to write, but I feel like there's also so much noise that it makes it really hard to focus just on the writing. Yeah, so yeah, I'm nervous to make any kind of actual plan because every time I do that and I think I've done a good job, something happens and it doesn't work. So it kind of puts me off making a plan in the first place. Yeah, but I don't just want to be rushing headlong from one project to another. I want to have more time. I need more time. But, you know, same old thing, I need more money too because the cost of living is ridiculous. So that's why I keep saying yes to jobs. Yeah, anyway, I hope this doesn't sound too terrible. April was really bloody hard, but it's over. It's May now. It's May the 4th. Oh, May the 4th be with you. I didn't even think to say that at the start. I'm hoping to get this up on the 4th in New Zealand if I get a chance. I'm going to edit in a few little clips. We went to a place called Waitomo Caves was it a couple of weeks ago? I guess it was. Beautiful. It's so gorgeous, and you should, I'll put some links to photos because there's lots of places you can't take photographs, and also my phone camera sucks for low light, so the stuff I did get is not that exciting. So you'll find some beautiful images online, but it was gorgeous. We spent like the first one we did, I think you're underground for like 90 minutes, which was cool, really cool. You're not allowed to touch anything. You just kind of in these narrow bits and ducking and weaving in between stalagmites and stalactites and pillars, and there's lots of glowworms, and it was just, yeah, it was awesome. It was a really cool experience, and I hadn't been since I was a child, probably a similar age to my youngest, who's 12. So it was really neat to share that experience with them. Yeah, and it was nice just to get out of the house as a family and do something, even though my eldest didn't come with us. They are not a fan of long drives or confined spaces. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm going to add in some clips, and I will catch you next time, which will be, I've got like 3 options for the next video. I figure it's probably time I give you a desk tour, an office tour. This that you can see here is my whole office, but there's lots of little things I could show you, or a couple of experiments that I need to record over the next wee while. While we're here, I'll introduce you to these guys. This is George and this is Fred, and they get moved around. I also have like an owl skeleton over this way and a little raven, and on here is, you can't see it obviously, there's a rat skeleton as well. They're not real obviously, but we're big fans of skeletons in this household. Anyway, I will catch you next time. I hope you're well. I hope May is starting out really great for you, and I'll catch you later.